A warm welcome back to the Tractor Shed Bros channel. In today's video, Walt stares at a combine, whilst I show you how to sow and harvest the golden ticket, barley. So Walter tells me that field 2 on the farm had barley on it. Now that has been harvested because we are in August, as you can see on the top right, and on the bottom right we have crop type barley, and then growth state has been harvested. So this is what your fields will look like once you've harvested your barley. So we want to prepare this field now for the next sow. So if we take a look at the crop calendar, here we have barley at the top. You can see we're in August, and our next sow seeding time would be in September or October. And then that will go through the different growth stages until we get a chance to harvest it. And then June and July is your harvest times, and that's why we're currently in a field that's been harvested. So we've got to wait until next month before we can seed and sow it. So we will lime it first. This tractor will work perfectly for all of the equipment that we need for our growing and harvesting of the barley alongside the combine harvester. So we'll hop to the shop and we'll go and collect a fertilizer for lime, and that will get on a hire. We'll lease that because they are quite expensive, and I'm going to try and do this as cheaply as possible. This is a base game tractor that you start with, so we haven't had to buy a tractor. We're here at the shop. Let's open up the menu, and under yield improvements, category fertilizer spreaders, if we click on that, we want the Breedle K105. So they're £45,000 to buy, but we're just going to lease it this time. And as you can see at the bottom there, it indicates that it'll take lime as well. So if I just click on that, we don't really need an extension for it. The field's not big enough really. I'm going to put some BKTs on the back. Wheel setup just standard. Spreading discs, again, we don't need to change those. The ones that are currently on it are big enough. And we've got our plate, so let's lease that for £2,295. Excellent. Now we are going to need lime to go with that. So under category consumables, if we go across to lime, which is £450 for a bag, and there's 2,000 litres per bag. So let's just buy one to start with, and let's see how much we need for our new machine. So if we go by the side of it, it just says rented by you. This will show you a 2,000 litre bag of lime. Okay, let's go and get her hooked up. So I don't need a front loader or a pallet fork to grab that lime, because I'm close enough with the machine to refill it. So as you can see on the top left corner there, it says refill fertilizer spreader. So if we press L2, that will start filling up the spreader, and that bag to the right of us will go once it's fully emptied. So we've got 22% off 2,000 litres. So I know we can go and get another 4 bags to fill the machine right up. Purchase those. Pop back in the Challenger and we can start refilling again. As you can see, the lime's starting to fill up inside the spreader. That's another couple of bags down. We should have plenty with 5 bags full. With just a touch left over. So great, we can head back to the farm. We can start spreading onto the field. And this will prepare it for our cultivating. All of the lime will bed into the soil. So here we are, back at the field. So if I just pull onto the field now, we're going to have to sleep for a whole month from August to September so that we can put this lime down the following day. Morning, Grumps. It's time to lime. What a lovely crisp September morning. Right then, I'm going to set up a worker to start liming the field for us, and I'll time lapse through the process. Let's get to it. So as you can see, we're on the field now, lining up a pass to start spraying the lime out Here we go. When you look at the lime on the ground, see the colour pattern. Almost looks like a frost. The workers doing the headlands last, going up and down the passes. We should have plenty of lime to get this field up and running, ready for cultivating next. So this will sink into the soil, and then when we cultivate, it'll churn it all up and mix into it nicely. Just coming up to our final pass, and we've still got a little bit of lime left, but I think we erred on the side of caution there and did okay. Just coming to the end here, and this will be our first stake complete. There we are. That's our first stage complete. So the lime is completely covered the field. Our next steps are to cultivate. This is our John Deere cultivator that we inherit, and this is a good little cultivator to get you going. Let's attach her up and head back to the field. Left the fertiliser there for now. Let's head past Walt. Alright, Gramps. I'm used to driving on the right side of the road. Here we go again. Let's get cultivating, churning up that lime, that soil boil. This will create a really nice bed now for our cedar. Going around the headlands, or as Lloyd likes to call them, headers. Just finishing off on the final headlands. Now that the field's all ready to start seeding, we will go and collect our seeder and fill it up with seeds. Now we can drop our cultivator off, go and pick up our seeder. So we're going to use the base game seeder, the Great Plains as well, to keep costs down. It's a good little seeder. You do get a bag of seeds here to my right that we can top the machine up with. So let's attach the machine. You don't have to worry about changing what crop on the right hand side here whilst you're filling the seeder up. It's only when you're about to plant the seed that you need to make sure that you've got the right seed that you want to plant selected. So now we can refill the seeder with L3, and you'll see the seed starting to climb up. Now we can head out to the field with a full bag of seed, 1,000 litres in that bag. Give Grumps a wave. Here we go. So to change the type of seed, you press L1 and then you've got your triangle option. You keep pressing triangle. It's only one click and you're at barley, but you can change it for multiple crops. We've selected our barley. Let's get going. So you can see to the left there is where the barley's been seeded and planted, and to the right here is where it's just been cultivated, and we're just going over this pass here and the change in colour and pattern. Just the last part of the headlands left to go, and as you can see on the bottom right corner we have lots of barley left. That will keep for either another field or for the next barley harvest. So let's hop out and have a look at the state of the field. Ooh, she's dirty. She needs a good clean. Right, so we have. Current growth state is growing. Yield bonus at the moment of 50%. Now we're aiming to get that to 100% every single time, like Lloyd showed us in the previous video. Maximise your yield bonuses. Fertilised at the moment, 0%. Weeds are currently growing, but you're more likely to see them next month, and then it currently needs rolling. So we didn't inherit a roller, so we'll go and hire one from the shop. Let's go and head the seeder back to the farm and go and collect Lloyd's Ironman roller. As you can see, all the wheat's withered over there to the right. Have you had a cup of tea yet? Go and get yourself a cup of tea. You look parched. Pop the seeder just here. Right then, here we are at the dealership. So under yield improvements, you've got the category of rollers. So if we click on that one, this is Lloyd's Ironman roller. So we've got plenty of horsepower to pull it along. Let's grab that one. Standard form. Let's lease it. Ooh. That nearly took my tash off. Let's hook her up and head back to the farm. See the weeds in the field next door here, and that's what we'll experience next month. So we want to get on top of the weeds before they get on top of us. Those pesty weeds. And here we are, back at the field. Let's watch the roller unfold here. And the roller in action, doing its job, impacting all of the soil, changing the colour, the texture, and giving us an extra 2% yield bonus. Coming down this pass, you can see the changing colour and also that change in texture. So as you can see, the two different states of growth. You've got needs rolling on this side, and this side's been rolled, so you've got a different colour in texture, and you're looking at 2% of a yield bonus difference at the moment. It's the rolling complete. Time to fold up Iron Man. For our final stage, we are going to collect some fertiliser. So if you go into yield improvements, we go to category consumables, and a solid fertiliser big bag is what we want. So let's grab 3 of these. We're using the Riedel fertiliser as before. We'll line up next to the 3 bags we have just purchased. There's 1 bag in. Okay, I think to be on the safe side, I'll grab another couple of bags just to save us coming back. So here we are back at the field. As you can see, it says 52% yield bonus now. Once we've fertilised the whole field, that will shoot up. So let's get cracking. So to the left of us is the section that hasn't been sprayed yet with the fertiliser, and we have a yield bonus of 52%. And to the right of us, the darker colour has been sprayed, and that's now saying a yield bonus of 75% and then fertilised 50%. We will be fertilising again after another growth stage, but it just needs 1 coating of fertiliser to get your yield bonuses up to 75%, and then to get the full 100% we'll fertilise 1 more time in the next growth state. And there it is, that's our first round of fertiliser down. We can keep the rest for our second spray, and now we just have to sit and wait. So I think we'll get a good night's sleep. Morning, Grumps. I am looking forward to checking out our field to see what progress it's made. Ooh, I see green, lush barley growing. So we have medium weeds, so we are going to want to get a hoe from the shop to do some weeding. To the shop. Back at the shop, and we're looking for a weeder. So if we enter the menu, categories weeder under yield improvements, and I think we'll go for the Pottinger because it's nice and wide. It's 12.4 meters wide. We won't purchase it, we'll just lease it, and this will be perfect for our first growing state to clear all of the weeds. Let's lease the item, £1,836. Let's hook her up to the tractor. A lovely misty dew October morning. Look at that over the bridge. Beautiful. Okay, let's get the weeder unfolded. You can operate the weeder at a really fast pace, so this job is quite quick, but you can see how lush the crop is looking now that the weeds have been taken out compared to where the weeds are, and that is going to improve your yield dramatically. So this is what our field looks like now that we've completely de-weeded it. Not a weed in sight. Lovely barley. Our current growth state is growing, so this is our first stage of growth with our barley harvest. What we'll do now is sleep, and then we'll get to see the second stage of growth. Good morning, Grandad. Lloyd said he's not going to make you another cup of tea if you keep falling asleep in your chair. I know you don't mind. See you later. I've got some crops to attend to. Now let's see the second stage of growth. We're in March now. As you can see, everything's withered around us. But look at these crops. Now we've got a yield bonus of 75%, and it's fertilised 50%. So what we'll do is we'll fertilise again to get our fertilisation up to 100%, and that'll be our final fertilisation. And that should take our yield bonus then up to 97%. Let's get our fert on. So we want to be aiming to increase our yield bonus, as you can see on the bottom right corner, from 75% up to 97%, and our fertilised state from 50% to 100%. One more round of our fertiliser and we will achieve that. So let's hop out of the tractor and see the results. So, as you can see in the bottom right corner now, we have that yield bonus of 97% and a fertilised state of 100%. We now get to have a sleep. Sleep and repeat. can't hear that kettle going, Gramps. Should we go and have a coffee? I reckon the caffeine might wake you up. Come on. Do you know what time it is, Grandad? No, it's not time for your vitamin C tablets. It's harvest time! That's right, let's go! This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Will we have a golden field of barley? Oh, look at it. Just look at it. That is majestic. And there we have it, folks. A yield bonus of 97%, and it's fully 100% fertilised and ready to harvest. Let's go and strike up the combine. And here she is, the Massey Ferguson 8570 in all her glory. So we have the header on the back here, on the header trailer. We are going to harvest the field now with the Massey. This is the combine that you start with. Let's attach the header trailer and let's get going. If you are enjoying watching the videos, please drop a like and subscribe. It means the world to Walt. We'll give him a little wave. He loves a good harvest. There he is. Weather's good. I'll pull onto the grass here and then we can set the header up and get going. Detach. Let's get the beacons on. It's work time. Just before we set off to harvest, just remember to have a look at where your straw swath is, which is this part on the back of your combine harvester. If you look at that in a second, I can disable the straw swath or enable it, and as you can see, it moves in and out. You can either have it on, and that will allow straw to build up, and then you can bale it after and use that for total mixed ration for your cows, or you can use it in the barns to produce manure. If you don't want it on, then it will just spray the excess around the field for you, so you don't have to bale after. So this is it with the straw swath off, and as you can see, it's spraying out the back of the combine harvester, and we're creating no straw for bales, but we are creating that nice bed to relay our lime for the next harvest. Now with the straw swath turned on, as you can see, the combine harvester's starting to deposit that straw for baling. It'll start to just come out of the back of the combine harvester. It just drops out rather than sprays out. Let's go and check the prices of the barley. So if we open up the menu, here we have our prices, and the first one that comes up is barley. And to the right of that, if you click on these icons, you've got farmers market all the way down to Grain River Silo. So these are your prices here on the right hand side, and as you can see there's a red arrow pointing down saying that the prices are on a bit of a dip at the moment, so now isn't really the best time to sell. August, it's showing you on the map underneath there on the bottom, £780, and then as of September, October, November, all the way up to December, where you're going to get your best price of £1,107 per 1,000 litres. It then starts to gradually go down again in January, February. So if you can, I would store the barley in a silo or a barn until September to get your best prices, or you can use a trailer. But if you need to sell it straight away to make the money, then go for that. But it is on a bit of a decline at the moment, that's all. You can also take your barley to turn it into flour. It's a great crop to start with, similar to oats and wheat. It's nice and easy, and if you follow these steps, you can't go wrong. Going around the headlands first. So as you can see, we have a full combine load of barley. To the right hand side you've got your barley, and the green bar icon is showing you that the combine harvester's full with 8,000 litres of barley. The pipe's out ready. I'd better go and get a trailer. And this video wouldn't be me without featuring a John Deere. So this is the John Deere that you inherit at the start, and the trailer also. The one thing I would recommend is, as soon as you can, I would upgrade the trailer, purely because of the size of it. It's not very big. You can hold the combine harvest load of 8,000 litres, but nothing more really. And you'll be back and forth quite often with this small trailer. But it is good for if you want to feed your chickens. You can use the trailer for unloading into small pens and transporting small loads to shops. So just line your auger pipe up and start unloading. This trailer should take the full combine harvest load. And here's your silo on the main farm. Let's line her up. Make sure the trailer's nicely on. And then when you see the icon at the bottom there, dump barley, we can check how the barley's going to leave the trailer. So you can tip side back, you can tip side grain door, tip side left, or right, or back. So we'll go back because it's slightly quicker. The grain door is perfect for if you're feeding chickens and you just want so much to go into the pen rather than using the whole width of the trailer. And there we go, nice and quick. And we're back at the harvest. So this is our third load. I'm going to unload this now, the trailer with the grain door, just to show you how it comes up. So it's not as wide of a spray, so if you want to feed your animals, it's just that little bit easier. It's slightly slower coming out, but there's less overspill. And this is just our last load now going into the trailer. And there we have it. Harvest complete. As you can see in the bottom right corner in the silo, we have barley, 34,796 litres in total from field 2. If I just open up the menu, it's saying the same next to the barley there. So we can just come up to our silo with our trailer and we can empty as much or as little barley as we want into it to sell it at a later date or feed our animals, or also make flour with it through production chains. Well, Grumps, the harvest went really well. This time next year we'll be millionaires. Okay, we will need more fields, I know, and yeah, probably a bank loan as well, but don't crush my dreams, Wal. From Walt and I, thank you for watching.
I love this combine.